I was asked for my best love song. I had an extraordinarily wonderful 5-year love affair with a woman in Nashville who loved who I was and what I'd do, but she wanted a rich me. So about every 6 months she'd break up with me so she could be seen as a single woman and attract guys that had more money than I did. And I'm a slow Southern boy, and it just took me a long time to figure that out. Actually, I never figured it out. But she's still a dear friend of mine, and she found a guy, a wealthy guy. He does all the, landscaping for Walmarts in America.
But I bet he doesn't sing.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. And
she misses that part.
And believe it or not, the same things that are plaguing her then are plaguing her now. And happiness is an inside job. And this is called While the World Falls Away. I've never played this ever. If I had my wish, you would be here tonight. Your head on my chest when I turn out the light. Your leg over mine, your breath on my skin. How many nights has it been since I woke up with you in my bed? Dreams of forever running round in my head. I kiss your face, soon I am deep in that river that runs through your sleep. While the world falls away, our bodies ascend to some faraway place where no soul has ever been. In silence we lay in a lover's embrace, holding each other while the world falls away. That's not it. There are stars on the water and the moon above. There's a deep blue color and the look of love, and eyes that are open, staring right back at me, saying, this is where I wanna be. While the world falls away, our bodies ascend to some faraway place where no soul has ever been. In silence we lay in a lover's embrace, holding each other while the world falls away, holding each other while the world falls away. Still the wrong leg. Something like that. I'll learn how to play that by the next time I come here.
But you know what? We don't know what the lyric what it's supposed to be, so it's just.
I like the Beatles.
Remember me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the one you love, to hold me tight, so happy together. If I call you up, invest a dime, and you say you belong to me, and ease my mind. Imagine how the world could be so very fine, so happy together. Wherever that went there.
That's great improv, though.
You're going to have difficulty complaining about your memory at this point.
You know, the last time I was here, I went to towards Baton Rouge. There's this bridge. It's the Chapalaya. Yeah, and I got stuck on that bridge for like an hour. You know, you're out there in the middle of nowhere, and you can hear the egrets are going by, and you can just see the alligators. So I made up this song. I wrote the lyric, and then when I got to my motel and I was watching the TV, and there was this commercial on that had a sort of a groove like this, and I made up the music in the motel, and this is called North of Baton Rouge. Bumper to bumper, north of Baton Rouge. Traffic backed up on a Louisiana bayou. Deep in the heart of the southern blues, I can hear the king singing blue suede shoes. North of Baton Rouge, a hard rain falls, angry sky, black crow calls, clouds become the moon's refuge, nights are long, north of Baton Rouge. Crawfish boiled at a roadside stand. River runs slow through this promised land. Blood runs thick north of Baton Rouge. Bad things happen real quick to you. North of Baton Rouge, a hard rain falls, angry skies, black crow calls, clouds become the moon's refuge, nights are long, north of Baton Rouge. Spanish moss in all the trees, gypsy wind, autumn leaves. Sorry. Mason-Dixon line runs through the sand of time, north of Baton Rouge. North of Baton Rouge, the river runs dry. South of Mississippi, no one knows why. Rumor going round, the devil's down here. Running through the bayou, free and clear, north of Baton Rouge, a hard rain falls, angry skies, black crow calls, clouds become the moon's refuge, nights are long, north of Baton Rouge, hard rain falls, angry skies, black crow calls, clouds become the moon's refuge, nights are long, nights are long, north of Baton Rouge. North of Baton Rouge. North of Baton Rouge. That's what happens when you leave this place. This is called "Every Doubt Has a Shadow." This is one of my favorite songs on this new record. And you know the thing about the shadow of a doubt, and I just kind of turned that around. And this isn't the way that it is on the record, but this is the way it was written. Hard rain making loud sounds, God rays through gray clouds. Sundown comes slowly, shadows behind you and me. Cold wind through our door, don't bother me anymore. Our love's like a slow train rolling through a hard rain. Every doubt has a shadow, colors fade on a dying rose. Every wall needs a window, everyone needs a love that grows. And every doubt has a shadow. Faith moves mountains, that's for sure. The power of love endures. Winds of change will always blow. This is something we all know. Shelter of a higher power keeps us safe in our darkest hour. Mountaintop where we both see love between you and me. Every doubt has a shadow, colors fade on a perfect rose. Every wall needs a window, everyone needs a love that grows. And every doubt, yes, every doubt has a shadow. Every shadow has a darker side. Every darkness needs a place to hide. Every love has room to grow. Everyone has the right to know that every doubt, yes, every doubt has a shadow. Every now and then I stop and think, this is quicksand. Am I gonna sink? Will these doubts swallow me whole? I say no, no, and I let them go. Thoughts that go inside my brain, is this all in vain? Our love's like a slow train rolling through a hard rain. Every doubt has a shadow, colors fade on a perfect rose. Every wall needs a window, every love has room to grow. And every doubt, yes, every doubt, hey, every doubt has a shadow. Every doubt has a shadow. Isn't that strange? Isn't that a strange, mystical kind of thing? To me, it dredges up a lot of like unanswered questions. No, yes, no, yeah, but it,
Only the shadow knows.
yeah. That's an older man's statement. So my art director in California is, he's a graphic artist and a fabulous illustrator and all that stuff. And we talked yesterday because both of these discs on the Smoke and Mirrors are ready. They're done. So I'd be interested if you guys have any idea of what a cover for Smoke and Mirrors would be. He said, I think I would go to Home Depot and I'd buy a bunch of like 1 foot square mirrors and I would break them and there would be things shining from those mirrors, and then there would be other images of whatever he would think of that maybe had to do with the songs or not, and there would be a translucent picture of me on the front cover, like really strange stuff like this song. I try not to write things that people don't get, because if I have to explain the song, then it kind of... But on the other hand, think of Bob Dylan or whoever, and you think whatever that song means to you. There's a girl in Austin who used to be the host of a TV show on Channel 8, and she's Ray Benson's girlfriend. Ray Benson is the sleep at the wheel guy. Yeah, he's 7 feet tall, and I don't need any conflict in my life. But I wrote this song about Michelle, and it's not about her. It's about someone like her who is trying to get to a different place in her position as a TV anchor person. And I played that TV show a bunch of times, and I wrote this song, and I went on the show, and I expected her to be the anchor person, and she was gone. Anyway, this is called Girl on the Early News. She's the evening anchor on the early news. Homegrown girl with a crooked smile. Hey, I'm in a band that plays Texas blues. I see her at the station once in a while. I work in the office. I sell airtime to Walmart and Firestone. I do my job, then go home at night to my house where I live alone. I get a cold beer, turn on my TV. Hey, I watch her show religiously. In my little world, the only way to lose these Texas blues is dreaming of the girl on the early news. Hey, hey. In her pretty little head, she doesn't think about me. Her sights are set on some network show. CBS, ABC, maybe cable TV. Hey, it don't really matter. She's just ready to go. She's a shining star in her own hometown, but her heart left long ago. High school queen with her head in the clouds, but each night when I go home, I get a cold beer, turn on my TV. Hey, I watch her show religiously. In my little world, the only way to lose these Texas blues is dreaming of the girl on the early news. For guys like me, the blues live on, and B.B. King, Stevie Ray Vaughan. I paid my dues. I found my muse in that dark-eyed girl on the early news. I get a cold beer, turn on my TV. Hey, I watch your show religiously. In my little world, the only way to lose these Texas blues. These Texas blues is dreaming of the girl on the early news. I'm dreaming of the girl on the early news. Hey, I'm dreaming of the girl on the early news. Boys, thank you. It's great to get to play these songs because you guys who make these records know what it's like to write and then record them and they're so different after they're recorded, and to play them like they were written is real important for me to remember. We tried really hard to stick close to the arrangements, but for the most part, all these songs were recorded with me playing and singing live, and the band playing behind me. And then I went to, of all places, Arkansas, this great studio there, and my guitar player overdubbed all the guitar, banjo, mandolin, pedal steel, electric, blah blah blah. He's just a phenomenal musician, and one of my dearest friends, Charlie White's his name. He was music director for Pam Tillis, Michelle Wright, Kevin Welch, Joy Lynn White, and me. And he just played it like, it was like he knew everything. He knew every right thing to play, and that's really rare, I think, in my career anyway. Maybe yeah, it is. And I think for me, I found the guy in my life. It's like I'd marry the guy if he wasn't already married and had 2 kids and was a woman. But I got this song, Flesh and Blood. We were making this record, and this was the last song that I wrote before the record started. And I gave it to my producer guy, and I said, here's my latest song, can we do this? And when we did, and it, for me, this is one of the best songs I've ever written, and it says more about what I think. I don't know how to play this. And boy, it's just shit hot on the record. Doctor said, son, I think you're gonna die. He didn't say when, how, or even why. Don't worry now, he said, there's no need to cry. Everybody's headed for the sweet by and by. Flesh and blood, skin and bone, next to kin, come and gone. Family tree washed away in the flood, set me free from this flesh and blood. One of these days, my life will end. preacher man say I'll see my mama again. Now I don't know that much about original sin, or when I'm gonna leave this body I'm in. Flesh and blood, skin and bone, next of kin, come and gone. Family tree washed away in the flood, set me free from this flesh and blood. I'll try to make up for all that time that I lost. Untangle some of those lines I got crossed. Give up control, hey, it's an albatross. I keep my hands on the wheel, but I'm not the boss. Flesh and blood, skin and bone, next of kin, come and gone. The family tree washed away in the flood, set me free from this flesh and blood. The family tree washed away in the flood, set me free from this flesh and blood. Flesh and blood. Flesh and blood. Set me free, set me free. Flesh and blood. Thanks. There aren't any Carmens in here tonight, are there? Hold it.
We gotta call mine.
That was not right. But I just want you to show you this. These.
Is that pants?
Well, what do you think, dear?
Mama panties. I knew those were panties.
Granny panties.
Granny panties.
Are those Carmen's?
Are those really panties?
They came flying at me through the air in Glasgow, Scotland.
Oh my God.
In fact, I'm going to play the song that caused that.
No reactions, ladies, please.
Yeah. I don't know if these stories are true, but they happen to me. But this is a story that I can't believe that there would be women who would come to these shows, and this is in Europe, and they're prepared, because this song is a big cult favorite in Europe, and they would come prepared. Either they would bring an extra pair of these things, or I have seen them take them off in front of the stage, and when I'm playing, they throw them at me, and I'm not proud of that, but yeah, whatever. There's a thing in Nashville called Song Mania that happens once a month, and 16 hit songwriters, is that right? Yeah, split up into fours. So each writer would play remembering that you go into an office or a publishing office each day and to write a hit song for the commercial country market. So it's incredibly boring, and for me it was anyway. But you go in and it's 10 o'clock and there's whoever you're writing with, you may know or you may not, but you have to write a song. And so generally speaking, there's a lot of this. Look at the watch, and and then about noon you go to lunch, and then over lunch you're talking about stuff. In the conversation, you come up with something, and one of us will say, there's a good song idea. We go back in the afternoon and write it. After writing like that every day, for me it was sometimes 2 or 3 times, 2 or 3 meetings a day, and you're just burnt out on writing for the commercial market. So you write the stupidest song you could ever imagine, and I've written a number of those, and my publisher said, don't write those stupid songs because we're trying to pitch you as a serious songwriter. Well, after a number of years of living in Nashville and not getting any cuts and not being taken as a serious songwriter, I decided, well, what the hell? I'll just write some funny songs because I'm a funny guy. And so I started writing these funny songs, and by golly, I became known as a novelty songwriter in Nashville, and that was kind of cool. And this is one of them. And so anyway, Song Mania, 4 sets, 4 people each set. At the end of the set, the audience would vote on the best song or the stupidest song. And then the 3 writers who lost had to explain why their song lost. And then the audience would vote on the excuse, which was really the fun part. So this is what it's like living in Nashville, being a professional is. And my song won the song round, but at the end of the night, it lost, but my excuse won. And you get a little plaque, a little stupid little plaque. But in Nashville, as far as I'm concerned, if you get anything, you're doing good. This is called Underpants.
Imagine that.
Very serious. Well, maybe it was something in the water from the town of my youth that accounts for the weird little habit some folks call uncouth. Started back in high school, continues today. My thing about undergarments got a little carried away. Well, underpants, I love my girlfriend's underpants. Underpants, I just love my girlfriend's underpants. I dig through her dirty clothes every time I get the chance. I get the chance. Every time I get the chance, I'll do a little dance. Well, I love my girlfriend's underpants. Well, I was never really much into baseball. Had other things on my mind, thinking about my girlfriend and what covered her behind. You see, I had this reputation. It was hard to explain. I was born with this condition called lingerie on the brain. Well, underpants, I love my girlfriends. I think I'm supposed to go to a course there. Every time she dropped her linen in the hamper by the bathroom door, hey, I just stood there grinning. I had this feeling I'd never had before, all brought on by underpants. Now this is where I get the audience, and this is really just stupid. But let's try it, because it's fun and you'll be embarrassed and probably say, why did Bob do that? So here we go. Underpants. Okay, so this is the girls now. That's the deal. Just the girls. Sing it with me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Underpants. I love my girlfriend's underpants. That's not really good, girls. Okay, but watch this. This is going to be terrible. Just the boys. Underpants. Hey, I love my girlfriend's underpants. That's really good. That's very abnormal where the boys... I dig through her dirty clothes every time I get the chance. Try 'em on, do a little dance. Hey. my girlfriend's underpants. Yes, I do. I love my girlfriend's underpants. So would you. I love my girlfriend's underpants. Oh. Okay, one more song. Let's see. I might play perfect song. The first time I met Hope, she was living in a world of pain, doing all she could to cope, while she tried to take a stand. I walked up and said hello, hello darling. Then she reached out and touched my hand. In that magic moment, something happened to that woman and this man. As long as I have hope, my life will still have meaning. As long as I have hope, I'll never walk alone. The winds of change may blow, cold rain against my window, but my heart will have a home. As long as I have hope. The sands of time move slow whenever I am with her, until she has to go, and then they move so fast. There's one thing that I know, she and I saved each other. We'll walk this road together. I found my love at last. As long as I have hope, my life will still have meaning. As long as I have hope, I'll never walk alone, no. The winds of change may blow, cold rain against my window, but my heart will have a home. As long as I have hope. Then one day an old forgotten memory took her back to the time before we met. Oh, now I find this empty place inside me reminds me of a dream I can't forget. As long as I have hope, my life will still have meaning. As long as I have hope, I'll never walk alone, no. The winds of change may blow, cold rain against my window, but my heart will have a home. As long as I have hope, I'll never walk alone. As long as I have hope. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks.